The worst things that we can have happen during our healing process is to become constipated. So we're just going to talk about poop in this video. I actually like talking about poop. So here we go. There are some very simple things that we can do to address constipation and especially not even get there. Though if we're there, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks in this video so that those things are not horrible for you. So number one is you got to stay hydrated. So I weigh 230 pounds. So half of my body weight in ounces would be about 115. So I shoot for that 128 ounces of water a day. I believe that water gives us what we call osmotic pressure. Understand that most of your water is not absorbed really necessarily through your kidneys. It's actually absorbed in through your large intestine. So water gets the whole intestinal system moving, and then it's pulled out in the large intestine. The second thing that is just I do from a daily basis is move. Going for walks is super important because it moves your lymphatic system, it gets your intestines moving, your legs moving, and just the bouncing of your body is very beneficial for getting your system moving from that standpoint. Next thing is if you're to the point where you're like, gosh, I'm having some bowel movements, but I feel like I'm a touch sluggish, that's when we use certain products. So my favorite product for that is Bowel Mover. Bowel Mover is the product in our program that it's used as needed. So what that means is if you're having 2 good bowel movements a day and you feel like you're fully voiding, you don't need to take it. However, if you're even having a bowel movement and you're not sure that you're emptying properly, you must be on top of this. It is not a laxative. It is really designed to just get the peristalsis of your body moving more effectively so that you can not be worried about getting things back up. Remember, it's your drainage funnel. So many of your organs dump into your large intestine. So if there's no exit point there, it just does not work the way that it needs to. Other things, we can do some manual therapy type things. You have an organ in your body called your ileocecal valve. It is it's called a sphincter muscle. Say that word 3 times fast, right? And so it opens and closes kind of like your fist would do. And it's designed to open and close as needed. And sometimes that can be more closed than open, and that can cause constipation. If it's more open than closed, that causes diarrhea. That organ is located between your small intestine and your large intestine. So it's where the small intestine comes and meets the large intestine. It is located in our lower right quadrant. So I'm going to show you a technique to open your ileocecal valve, your hip bone on the front of your right hip. You can feel that bone there. Then your second finger goes to your belly button. So those are your 2 landmarks, and then you go halfway in between those 2, and that's where your ileocecal valve sits. What you do then is you're laying on your back and you push down towards the floor and then down towards your toes. And it should be a little bit uncomfortable, and you're going to hold that for about 60 seconds. And you can do that 2 to 3 times a day. That will go in and help work over that ileocecal valve and get it to open up to allow things to flow through.